I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Cook with Carlton. Today we'll be making stuffed salmon with a citrus sauce and also citrus rice with cherry tomatoes. So this is a picture of it, and we're going to get into it right here really soon. And these are the ingredients you're going to need for the stuffing. You have spinach, roasted red peppers, you have cream cheese. I also have Italian cheese. That's a blend of about 5 cheeses. So you're just going to take your cream cheese. You want your cream cheese to sit out for a while, let it get nice and soft. Then we're going to start adding our ingredients. Now this is the spinach that I'm adding now. All I did was cook the spinach down a little bit. These are your roasted red peppers. They already come cooked. And we're going to add our cheese to that. Again, you can find this recipe on Cook with Carlton on the YouTube page, so the recipe will be written out for you also. But that's your stuffing. Now you just want to take it because that cream cheese is set out for about an hour before you start to use it. Now it's really, really easy to mix up. And again, this is the stuffing for our salmon. And this you can add a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder also. Now we're making our citrus rice. This is a little different type of rice. So we have limes, oranges, and lemons here. So essentially, rice is always 2 parts to 1, liquid to rice. So if you have a cup measure, you can put 1 cup of uncooked rice, and you can put 2 cups of liquid. Your rice will come out perfect every time. In this case, we're going to add 1 part of our citrus juice, that's from the squeezed lemons, limes, and oranges, and 1 cup of water. So that's how we make our 2-to-1 ratio on this. This is the rice. There we go. We're adding some more liquid to it. The 2-to-1 ratio, remember. And the other thing we're going to add, we're going to add a little salt, we're going to add a little pepper, and we're going to add some butter. Then we're going to throw this in the oven. We're going to throw this whole thing in the oven. We'll cover it with foil. On 350, it's probably going to take about 40-45 minutes to cook. Now here are salmon fillets. What you're going to do, you're going to take the salmon fillet and you're going to make a nice slight slit right in the side of it. This is where your stuffing is going to go. Okay? See, we're going to open it up, but you want to make sure that you do not go all the way through. You just want to get enough of a slit in there. And you know, they have different types of salmon, so a real thin piece of salmon wouldn't work. So there's our stuffing, and we're just adding it right into there. So you want to go as far as you can without cutting through the salmon. And see how that stuffing fits nice in there? From here, this is a plate. I think I did about 6 or 7 of them this day. So I'm going to add a little cayenne on top, a little salt, pepper, and some lemon pepper seasoning on top of the salmon. And after this, we're going to get ready to cook our salmon up. Guess we're going to have to add a little more seasoning. You want to make sure your salmon is well seasoned before you start cooking it. So now we're going to put a little olive oil in our pan. And just let this olive oil heat up for about 4 or 5 minutes. If you have an electric stove, maybe on 7 or 8. And there you go. We put the salmon in skin side down first. I know a lot of people love crispy salmon skin, but if you watched any of my videos before, I've come from the days where we took the skin off of salmon. So no crispy salmon skin here. So you're just going to let this cook, and you want that skin just to cook, because when you're ready to flip this over, you can let this cook with skin side down for about 4 or 5 minutes, but when you flip it, you're going to be able to peel that skin right off, unless, of course, you like crispy salmon skin, and that's all up to you. You can do whatever you like, but once you flip it over and you let it cook for about 4 or 5 minutes on the side, this salmon skin will be ready just to peel right off. You won't have to do much to it at all. Okay? So now you can hear them cooking, and we're just going to take them, and we're flipping each piece over, and we're going to let them cook about another 3 or 4 minutes on this side. Yep, there we go. We're going to start peeling off our skin while it's cooking at 4 or 5 minutes. There you go. All the skin's off of salmon. Then we're going to season this side also with the same seasonings. Salt, pepper, a little garlic powder, a little Cajun now. Then we're going to make our citrus sauce. So we're going to add some butter. It's just a citrus butter sauce. Cherry tomatoes, butter. And we also save some of that citrus, the orange, the limes, and the lemons. So we saved some of that citrus juice. We added it into it. A little bit of salt and pepper, that butter, a little olive oil. Now here's your sauce that we're going to use to top the salmon with. So just let it cook out for about 4 or 5 minutes, and it's going to go perfect over top of your salmon. We're going to show you how we plate it just a little bit. And again, this is Cook with Carlton, stuffed salmon with citrus rice. And this sauce just goes great over. You could add some cream to it if you like, but in this case, I didn't add any cream. And there's a picture of your cooked rice. Remember, that's our citrus rice. And now we're going to start to build out exactly how we're going to serve this. We're going to add the salmon right on top of your rice. You could just do this on an individual plate, but I just decided to serve this family style here. We did a little lemon wheel. Gonna put the lemon wheel on top. And now we're gonna start to pour our sauce right over the top of the salmon. Again, this is the citrus sauce that we're just gonna ladle it right over top of the salmon. And I always like to leave a little sauce on the side. Sometimes people like a little more sauce, so if you wanted more sauce for this dish, it would definitely be available for you. Okay, adding a few cherry tomatoes. And this is your stuffed salmon with citrus rice sauce and citrus rice. Thank you, and stay tuned for more Cook with Carlton.